last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Not like these 4-day work weeks. You got to love them, man. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement and create a new one. Use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 60, NASDAQ down 125, S&P's off 10.5, gold contract down $15.50, trading at $19.48 an ounce. Silver down 39 cents, $26.89 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 10 cents, $37.40 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up 5 ticks, 139.19. 30-year up 11 ticks at 176.19. And King Dollar up 10 ticks, trading 93.347. The euro is at 118. The yen is at 106.11, and the British pound is at 127 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. We'll go into the E-minis first, take a look at them. We've had some nice price spread out here today inside the equities, folks. Bottom line is that we take a look at this E-mini. You had a high out here today of 33.75. You had a low of 33.08. Yeah, I mean, that's about as intense as you get going from basically highs to lows. No doubt about that. That being said, as we're watching this, well, let's go over to the SPY. So we'll talk about the SPY as to where this baby would have to close in order to basically not fall out of bed again on Monday. My take is that we're going lower. That's the bottom line. It's going to be really wild watching how this close comes in. The reason being is that if we actually close under this 332.88, that is basically saying, guess what? You can basically get lower very quickly, okay? Because what we have is this. There's a big contraction of volume going on out here today. We're coming into the swing from Tuesday. We have 57 million shares traded. You're going into 114 million. So if you reject the price, your probability goes much higher that we'll stay in this little consolidation that we've been in since we came down hard on Tuesday. That's kind of how this shakes out. That's in your S&P. NDX 100 is set up the exact same way. We take a look at the NDX 100. What you have with the NDX, right now the Qs are down $3.70. The number to watch in the Qs is 269.66. You're coming into that. Right now we get 59 million shares. We'll do another good 10 million. So let's say it's 69 coming into 99. Now, if you don't close above that number, folks, the bottom line is that it's going to be wide open on Monday to basically gap lower. That's, you know, you get the market, you get a couple days rest inside of the market. Bottom line, you get a lot that can happen over the weekend. What you can see is that this market, selling comes out of nowhere. And when selling comes out of nowhere, that's a market that wants lower price. Some of the higher volume equity, well, here, let's do the gold contract first. So gold held up on a Friday. Bottom line is that we had a high of 1963. We get a low of 1944. That being said, you know, bottom line, you get a sideways move out here. You get a sideways move, sideways to lower. You get light volume. You get 197,000 contracts. That 197,000 contracts, folks, is going into 416,000 contracts. So nice setup, okay? Well, I would have loved to see gold break topside. It had the chance to break topside yesterday, and bottom line, couldn't handle it. That's how that baby shook out. We take a look at the silver contract. Let's see. SI. There we go. We take a look at the silver contract right now. Silver down 42 cents, $26.87. Same type of setup. You're backing down 57,000 contracts on the back down. You are backing down into 140,000. So the way that baby is set up, that's a decent setup. That, you know, you want higher price. Just as gold, though, silver had the shot yesterday to break the top of the consolidation, to go after it, and bottom line, failed on price, couldn't handle it. We go over and we take a look at the dollar index, okay? So this dollar is pretty wild, folks, okay? The bottom line is that on Tuesday, what we had done, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no, on Wednesday, we got over a minus swing point. Now, this is the first time that we get over a minus swing point. We go south yesterday, and it rejects lower price. Today, you go sideways. That's telling me that next week what we do have is that this is saying to me that it is going to go for the major swing point. Now, this is an anemic bounce, but the major swing point is 93,991. The way we're set up this particular point, it looks to me like it is actually going to try to make that run up into that area once again. And we'll see, if that's, we have number one, and then we'll see, does that do anything to the broad market and the gold market. What has happened inside the broad market, folks, is that it's pretty wild. Each time that this dollar has bounced at all, the broad market is taking conniptions. And if you take a look at the dollar and correlation of the S&P, what you're going to see, the last 6 months, well, the S&P has been up dramatically. Well, guess what? The dollar has gone from 102. We reached a low last week of 91. All of a sudden, you get a decent bounce inside the dollar. The S&P basically is taking a heart attack in the aspect that the dollar wants to go higher. So we'll see how long that this correlation and relationship continues going forward. Some of the higher volume equities out here today, we got Apple down 250. Nikolai is getting smoked. That's down $6.50, trading 31. That's going to get really interesting. There'll be a lot of news over this over the weekend to see if, in fact, this company basically has or has not the technology. There was a short seller analyst that came out with a 60-page paper yesterday stating that they don't even think they get the real technology. You had another short seller basically saying the same thing out here today. And, the bottom line, fundamentally, they take in, I think it was $36,000. So if this is going to be a fraud in the technology sense, it's going to be pretty intense. Dow's up 61, Nasdaq's down 117, S&Ps are off 11. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back with our Mr. Basil Chapman.